God didn't? What if I was young and dead and now breathing? What if life was easy with no lessons teaching? What if Lowneh Keed homeboy was unwritten? And I was thinking about everything but not winning. Tabang only getting a scar and not bleeding. My brother never went to his work and still sleeping. And I be having dreams about this, they all creeping. My man, this life is crazy like ish. What if my dope went straight to the text? What if Future never had what it takes? What if Ibra never injured his legs and still playing for shades and still king of the game? What if I never ever got me a 9-5? My other big sister was still alive, and she was not a victim of rape, and she was still here with us. Will I have ever seen mama cry? Cause ever since I've been all alone, I've been thinking, what's hard for you to think you could start your own business? And come to think that I just invest in these lyrics. What if I was never depressed and still living? And if our brothers were not involved in drug dealings? Mashitaka having a job and all winning, while everybody pushing together beyond limits. And if you never think we could win, then you're tripping. We keep on grinding daily, we try to make it far. We're really pushing up our limits to the stars. Whenever we lose hope, we put faith up to the sky. We stay get on our knees and we pray on our Father, pray on our Father. So we take us to the top, take us to the top. So we wake up on the mobs, wake up on the mobs. So we really run it up, really run it up, yeah. What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, what if. I was never alone since being a kid. When I step on the mic, there's no heat. I never had me a vision of being big. Never thought of chasing the racks, but these chicks. Never thought I could showcase in these raps. My friends and LA was never in stress, and I miss her every day, it's been years. And I be feeling more pain since way back. What if something that's big is not what I thought I would be? What if the people who done me bad said apologies? What if being so kind and nice wasn't really a part of me? What if my life was easy and I was never be struggling? Never thinking of grinding and changing my mentality. What if I used the drugs and all these raps to face reality? Never thought them OGs one day that they could come out of me. What if my mom was disappointed that she won't be proud of me? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, 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 my little nigga, what if, what if.
Niemand tut ihm nach, jeder tut ihm nach immer, der reguläre Gas.